Welcome to our MTM meeting this year. It's all about health. Our main focus is on the healthy, happy me. We did so much about joy. We did so much about wealth last year. We're continuing all of this. We're taking our joy into 2024. We're taking our wealth and multiplying it in 2024. And our focus now is on absolute health. So we started already out with doing some focus reels about health. We started with setting our health goals. So last time we got together, we had like a really well session where we just threw in ideas and made our 100 list, so to speak, about our health. And today we are going even deeper in. We are writing our health story for 2024 and the beautiful years to come. The years we are still in this body, and we wish to honor this body that God gave us as our temple, as the Bible says. So let us honor our body. Let's talk about how we honor our body in writing a whole story about our health in 2024. And we made it really easy. We have a whole section in the My Story workbook just about health, and we wish to go through that today with everyone. So you can take your notes, you can take your My Story workbook out and write along, get inspired, and let's share a little bit about these, and let's just get started. So ideally, we have a lot of pages just written about our health, and I know we did some vision boards. So in the next meeting about health, let's share our vision boards that we make about health. So get some magazine articles out, get some pictures, download them, print a picture of yourself from when you were in top form, like the one that is like, oh, this is my ideal healthy self. We all have been there. So, or cut something together from others. If you find a body in a magazine that you aspire to, take that and put your head on it. So next time we get together, we are doing our vision board. We are sharing that. I have my mate for this year, 2024, can be extended. We are always getting more pictures. We are always expanding our vision. So today we are taking our pen, we are taking our journals, and we write about our health, everything that comes to mind. So let's get started. My health. And the first sentence we are going to finish is, my idea of a healthy me is. So my idea of a healthy me is. And I wrote down, it's vitality, it's fitness, it's energetic living. Every part of my body does what God designed it to do, and every cell in my body is happy and well. That's my idea of a healthy me. So, and Carissa, what is your idea of a healthy, happy me?
Yes. So 117 pounds, fit, strength, and flexibility. And then, of course, being conscious of my food every time I eat, and enough water. So being aware of my hydration, my salt intake. That again is, I'm saying it the opposite of most people. I would like a lot of really good Himalayan and sea salts and Celtic salts. So my salt intake and my oil, my omega-3, 6, and 9. And then for me, it's also detoxing. If you have access to an infrared sauna in your gym, if you have access to a salt cave, if you have access to a steam room, and it's real fun. I just got a call going on to the steam room. They're going to meet at my favorite hotel, Naples Grand, and you can pay for a day in the spa, and they have a beautiful steam room. And I love that because I take in a little exfoliator and I exfoliate my skin. I put some coconut oil in my mouth and do a 20-minute coconut oil pull out of my mouth. So I make that steam room really worth it. So I was like, great, I'll get to have a charity lunch with somebody and I'll get to get in the steam room. My parking's really going to go a long way there. 2 events in one. So I'm very excited about that. So I booked that for February. And then my ideal health also looks like that I have a calendar that's pre-filled out for 2024 with different health appointments on it, whether it's chiropractic or it's a spa or it's walks, biking. Yeah, so a lot of activity. That's what I'm looking for in my health of 2024. When I get together with people, get together to bike with them, or get together to walk on the beach with them, or paddleboard, or more active lifestyle. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Activities around fitness with others.
Okay.
Sylvie and I did swimming every day for a month in the ocean. That was really beautiful too, just getting in that salt water. And it was fun to do it together.
Okay. I hope you got inspired already. So, again, whatever comes to mind for my idea of a healthy me is, let's move on to the next section. For my health, I take action by. For my health, I take action by. And for me, it is choosing healthy food, exercise, supplements, an alkaline diet, mostly plant-based, and lots of hydration. Teresa, how do you take action?
Yeah, so I take action by using my Beamer mat daily. I have health lights daily, and I have them set up in an easy place, and then foot baths to do detox. And I take action, just like I was saying, about booking some appointments for myself, taking my vitamins and water. And I take action by healthy teas. I bought, when I was in China, a lot of medicinal teas. So I bought some real cute and was gifted some tea balls, and it's all loose tea. So using my pendulum and going over my different teas and seeing what is the tea for the day for the best health in me. I also have detox teas as far as like smooth move tea with senna in it. So evacuation is important for the detox, and running myself on the scale, Sylvie.
Yeah, I also wrote down, like, now that we said it, plan my health.
Mm-hmm.
Planning my health, that's action. Even just the planning or manifesting my health, that's an action point.
Yeah, so my
manifest my best self.
Yeah, my sister was asking me to run the Skio weekly on her, and for 20 minutes, and I'm doing the same for self. So that's really fun to just check in and just see what's coming up.
Okay, and I honor my body as God's temple by. So the next paragraph you're writing about your health story is you just whatever comes to mind after I honor my body as God's temple by. And I have here loving my body the way God designed it, with hydration, salt and mineral intake, omega-3, 6, and 9, detoxing, and only good things come in and everything else stays out and goes out. So that's how I honor my body, and with a lot of prayer.
Right. And I'm going to add to that, Sylvie, really focusing this year on the fitness of my mind. And I know that's what Receive Joy is all about. So Sylvie and I spent the last 6 years developing systems to help you with your mind, whether it is listening to Christian music also to add to that, or listening to motivational speakers that make you excited and happy and desiring to move forward. I love Abraham Hicks. She's showing us how to get from one emotion to a higher emotional vibration to a higher emotional vibration. So just taking things that have felt like stuckedness and moving them into feel good. So really looking at all these methods of the Sedona method, using it regularly. Sylvie and I started that this summer, preparing for our 2024 here. So using the methods that we know, this, can I let it go? Will I let it go? When? Welcoming it in and letting it go. The beautiful method, and then just all the methods we know, but the Receive Joy method of really scheduling you and watching your thoughts towards your couch time in the day. What was my hiccup, if I had one? And then can I spend 5 minutes saying, how am I going to make a correction to do it better the next time? And then saying to myself even further, what does this really mean? It isn't the person I got upset with or the car that cut me off. What is really going on? And just going deep and releasing on that, um, and being okay, and then calling forth and asking for the solution from the Holy Spirit, from God, to have that solution. And also then using the all-knowing, Sylvie. That's for me with my mental health is, Sylvie mentioned many times, and I too get goosebumps all over my body, or you feel so energized by the Holy Spirit. Paying attention to, yes, the Holy Spirit has shown up. So my mother had a really cute two examples. She said that she just found in her health cabinet of vitamins, she had some royal jelly there, the honey. And she said the minute she turned the television on, there was an entire talk show on the importance of taking royal honey jelly. So she was so excited. And then the exact same thing happened with another situation where she just was thinking about something and bringing this and wondering, how does that really come to? And then she listened to a preacher and they did a whole sermon on exactly what she was a little in question of. And it was reassuring her. So are we reassuring the mind by playing good music, playing happy, even comedy where you're laughing a lot? If it's easy, if you're going to listen to a movie, is it something easy and light and make you laugh and smile and whatever your interest is, could it be a lighter and happier, joyful outcome? So watching what I'm exposing myself to, and then choosing the light, easy love. So a lot of mental health and getting a better thought, getting a better thought, a better thought, a better thought, and the focus wheel workbook, bringing that to front this year. Sylvia, I'm going to go back through my focus wheel workbook that from Receive Joy, and really looking at the thoughts that we had talked about, 50 different areas in our life that we could improve our mental health about, and our belief system. So the Bible reminds us, so as we believe shall it be. And I love all that. How can we believe bigger in every area? So just looking at those focus wheel workbook and looking at all the suggestions we have, and could we add a few suggestions to that, and working on our belief system in our own mind, because so as you believe, as big as you could believe it can be, just checking on, where do we have to improve our belief system?
Yeah, thank you for bringing that up again. That's what we're doing in the Miracle Group for the season, is really checking ourselves. Are we creating big enough? Are we thinking big enough? Are we dreaming big enough? Are we allowing ourselves these beautiful dreams and thoughts? And I call them stretch goals, so like something that is maybe a little bit outside the comfort zone of our belief system, that we can expand that belief system. So are you actually allowing yourself to have the biggest dream? Like when you were a child, everything was possible, the whole world was open, and somehow we made ourselves a little bit smaller over the years. And now it's really for us to check in every area of our life. Are we still dreaming? Are we still allowing these big things to come? And the age is all the same.
Yeah.
So it's a now moment that we have to allow ourselves to stretch. And we saw over the years that a lot of those things that we thought were stretchy became so habitual for us. So let me just give an example. So I remember in 2000, must have been 2003, 2004, something like that. I had yet to learn English. I had yet to travel more. I was just finishing, I was getting into college, I finished school. And then I had a magazine in my hand. I remember that so vividly. It was like the first German edition of the National Geographic magazine. And it was such a beautiful publication in terms of pictures and stories about the whole world, how beautiful our world is. And I remember there was an article in there about Key West. And I was just reading this first publication of National Geographic. I was still in school, and I was thinking, wow, one day I will be there. So I allowed myself to dream, I allowed myself to stretch. And this was big at that time because My family and I, we had vacations in Germany. Maybe I had yet to fly, or I might have flown the first time 1 or 2 years back, close by, maybe to Northern Africa, Tunisia. And so going to the USA, yes, we watched all the television series broadcasting from there and the movies. It was just so stretchy for me. so, seeing this article about Key West, and then I remembered that I saw that article when in 2006 I was actually in Florida, and the first thing I heard from Carissa's husband telling me, oh, by the way, like in 3 weeks, we're going on a trip. We're going to the Keys, and then we also go to Key West. And I completely forgot about that article all those years. And when I was sitting in Key West, I was like, wow, wow, that was the first article I read, like in the National Geographic magazine, when I allowed myself to stretch. So I know now that everything I did back then was manifestation, and that it was like an active thought, how we learned it. So now I completely understand and see it as possible. So, and by now I have a green card living in the United States. I'm living basically a few hours away from Key West all my all my days. So everything that we thought might be so stretchy, yeah, now is habitual. And it's so wonderful to see and to compare and see, like, oh, what have you dreamed about as a kid? And maybe go back there and see, is there still anything left open that I have yet to dream about, that I have yet to get? Because there's always, the time is now, and we can let go of everything that is less serving in our life, less beneficial, and we are adding all the beneficial dreams and thoughts again. And the same about your health. um, Whatever your age is, whatever the status is in this moment, you can be your most healthy self when you decide to be it now. So that's why we're doing all of this. That's why we put our whole focus this year on our health. And I just remind you of Andrew Womack. He has a beautiful book called You've Already Got It. He has YouTube videos about instant miracle healing. So if that is what you require to up your belief system, watch them, watch healthy people. And that's why we like all these TV movies and shows. They are like gorgeous people and beautiful, healthy bodies that inspire us. And we have to bring it back home and really have this belief system about ourselves. Yes, I am healthy. I already got it. It's like the health is given by God. And the only thing in a way is my mindset that is telling me something else. So can I go back to the way God made me? And can I go back to the image God has of me, the healthy image that is already there, and accept and have my belief system exactly where God wants me to have my belief system about my health, that every cell in my body is happy and healthy, and then to let go of the rest that is just an illusion. So let's accept our perfect, healthy, vibrant bodies. Let's accept the health of 2024, and let's keep on writing our health story. So the next sentence starter we have here to inspire you to fill in your thoughts is, when it comes to my health, I am already satisfied with. So when it comes to my health, I am already satisfied with. And I wrote down, I'm already satisfied with my healthy body that is, and everything that is. And I'm already satisfied with God's plan for my health and life. And I'm really, really satisfied with everything. So,
right.
What are you satisfied with?
Well, I'm satisfied with my hair, and I'm satisfied with my weight, and I'm very thankful that I've always kept it in check all these years. I'm 60 years old, so I'm satisfied with my teeth. I'm satisfied with my eyes and my eyesight. I'm satisfied with my flexibility and my stamina, that I can go all day and get many things accomplished. I'm very satisfied with my learning that I've done over the years, and I've put 30 years in the health area, 30 years of profession in health. So I'm so satisfied with the confidence that I have in health for everyone. And I love that, because I see that played out every single day, that when people come to me, I can see now so clearly 30 years later how simple health is. And whatever situation, whatever diagnosis, diet, two best guesses, diagnosis, whatever two best guesses you've been given or handed, it's so simple that when we clean up the organs, when we get your mind back to believing in health again, to just get in your common sense corner. I'm so thankful that I have my common sense corner that I come from and live in, common sense corner with health, that if I'm breathing, I can heal. And as long as you relax yourself, you keep breathing, you smile, you have good thoughts, you check your thoughts, you improve your thoughts into feeling good. It's amazing how in 7 years, every single cell of your body has changed. So we're a whole new soul being in every 7 years. Every skin flake is gone. Every bit of your enamel on your teeth is changed. It's amazing. So when people say, oh, you've got that for life, come on, every cell of your body is different every 7 years. So I'm just looking forward to this 7 years of improvement. It's just like the Shemitah year in the Jewish calendar. It's so lovely. Every 7 years, they had a reset. And every 49th to 50th year, everything was forgiven. So look and be fortunate with that, that every 7 years we're brand new. And wow. So it's okay if your liver's been taxed or your brain cells have been used up or whatever. The cool thing is you're going to get a bunch of new ones. And so if we're in the common sense corner, a lot of the stuff we learn in textbooks about medical, you really have to question from your common sense corner. Because in my common sense corner, when I watch thousands of miracles on the internet for healing, it's possible to heal for anything. People have come out of with miraculous healings all over the place. And I, again, had to build that belief, Sylvie. I remember mentioning that to everybody. One summer, I took the possibility of watching in 2018, watching every single miraculous healing story that I could get on the internet so that I could change my belief into hundreds of people just in front of me, thousands, including raising the dead. So I had to work on my belief to get there. And that was the fun. And so that's part of my health understanding and sharing with others is wherever your belief needs some improvement, either we think God's gone fishing or we really believe that God is still present doing what he does and he's in the miracle business. And I love when we went out to lunch with Bridget and she just loved that sign that Sylvie posted on the internet, God's still in the miracle business. And it's asking yourself, do you really believe that? And do you believe that you're worthy of the miracles that are in his miracle business? And then are you listing what type of miracles, like Sylvie said, you're stretching yourself to receive this year, this moment, this now? And it's just so beautiful. And I love praise reports with everyone. So Malia, who's part of our group here, she just got her Florida license for real estate. And she's young in her 20s. Young 20s, early 20s. It's so beautiful. Everything is just, we're counting it all joy. And it's a step. And she got a new apartment and she just moved down here to Florida on the other coast. It's just lovely to see that when we just have a vision and a desire, God is going to be with us to, share the power of the Holy Spirit to make that happen. So in our health, this is all health. Your dreams are part of your health.
I just want to put the disclaimer on here. So really, check your thoughts on everything that you have regarding your health, because people that are scientific in nature, like I have to go through things to believe better. So I create my little hiccups, and I hope that you stay away from your little hiccups to create perfect health. So in order for me to experience my hair color and curls, I had to go through a health hiccup and had to regrow my whole hair. So that is the way I operate and can believe that I can, stand in front of God and come back completely in a new kind of way, and have my miracle healings and my instant healings. So that was my way. So others do it easier. So I really invite you to believe that it can be easy. So instead
Yes.
of like, I know that we kind of believe in a journey, in a health journey. Some of us do. So I just invite you to believe in instant healings, believe in instant gratifications,
Yes.
believe in God is now. If your belief system is still in the old stuckedness of I have to go through something, I first have to create it to uncreate it, that is a possibility. That is also a way. It can be light and easy. So please allow yourself to do it the light and easy way. Research
Yes.
the instantaneous things of manifestation.
Right. And in 2024, my dream for us is have a prayer partner, have an accountability partner that has a stronger faith than you do. So in now we're talking about health. So in this department, this area of our lives, let's talk about that you have somebody who can believe with you. It in those times when health is maybe a little up and down, to have somebody who really believes in health can be restored. That type of person,
And
that's what I get paid for. I say still, when people say, why are you still, working? I'm still working because I have a faith that is stronger than the people who come to me. And what I love about that is all I'm lending them for the hour is my faith. And that's all God needs, is where two or three gather. And he says, if you have belief in an area, so shall it be. Your faith shall set you free. Your belief, so as you believe, shall it be. So if your belief is slipping and you got a lot of maybe medical reports and all that, and it's kind of down here or unsure, then go to somebody who's rock solid in their faith about healing. And at that point, I call Andrew Womack's healing line all the time, because there's like 200 trained professionals or more that he has on the 800 number that will pray with you at midnight. And I call driving in the car. I call for other people that I bump into, because they have Bible verses all typed up and they're ready to recite them. And I hold my cell phone and speakerphone over bodies and let the Bible verses be read while I'm driving over other people that are sitting in the car next to me or in the hospital. So
we will repeat all those Bible verses. We have like a whole list of them, 9 pages. I got one day from a friend. So one of our health masterminds that we have set up here is just we praying with the Bible verses over each other.
Yes, and then read them for hours in your own apartment, in your own condo, in your own home. Tape them up, healing Bible verses, so and read them.
That's what it took for one of our members here to overcome one of those health hiccups that was bigger than herself in that moment. So, and she had to literally, she said, she went into her closet every day 3 times and read those 9 pages of Bible verses
for healing.
For healing, and it's amazing. So she's still with us. She's completely healthy and happy. She's teaching others how to be happy and healthy instantaneously.
Yes.
So, and whatever belief, so have that person in your life that already did it.
Yeah.
Because you've already got it. That's what Andrew Womack said. So watch a lot of him on YouTube. Get inspired with those, and
right. And then change your story. You always hear my story. Have your story be, I'm improving every day. I'm improving every day. My health, I'm getting stronger. So even if you think you had a day that you might have taken a step back, what comes out of your mouth is, I'm improving every day, stronger and stronger, brighter and brighter, better and better, more flexibility, more stamina, more energy, more love. We have to speak where we're going. So if you can see it, it's yesterday. Speak where you're headed. Speak where you're headed. And that's why on these calls, we always ask you, just tell us the good stuff. And the reason we're doing that, you can see, because we're positioning success. We're positioning you for more success. We're positioning ourselves and those around us for more success. And that's the way you do it. So,
and remember,
smiles,
when anyone
happiness, joy.
asks you, how are you? You are telling them the health story that you're stepping into.
Yes, I am excellent.
Yeah.
I'm getting better and better every
day
moment.
It's a perfect day.
Yes. Yes, excellent, happy, healthy, whole,
And you will see it's
prosperous.
contagious. This is the contagiousness we want to spread. So
Mhm.
because I'm doing it, I'm doing it for like weeks now at my workplace, and I train people so much. They respond to me in the most excellent ways with answers I had yet to come up with. It's so wonderful to hear
Yeah,
because
so watch if you're saying just I'm fine. Sylvie is so great at this. I'm excellent. I'm fantastic. I'm better and better. I'm wonderful.
and today I'm here to make more people happy. Yay.
Yes. So have planned your speech. It's really write it down and have your speech planned so that as you're going out into the world planting seeds, remember it's a pebble going into the pond of this world, everything that comes out of your mouth. So many people believe they're positive, but if you're saying anything negative about your own story, then you're speaking backwards. You're speaking where you already are. You have to speak where we're headed.
Phrases we talked about so many meetings ago, for so much when we talked about the joy one. Even if you say not bad, we have to cross that out. We really have to go say these excellent, perfection. I'm already in my perfect being. I am healthy. I am. So when you use your labels on yourself, choose the labels wisely.
Yeah. If you ever say I am, put a big positive word after that. I am better and better. I'm feeling stable. I'm feeling the improvement that I'm so excited to step into.
And remember to talk to your body. So if there's a part that requires a reminder of the health
Yes.
and perfection, it's like, oh, liver. I always say that, like who sits on the couch and talks to their liver? Yeah, I do. So
thank you for serving me.
Thank you for detoxing perfectly, and I gave you all the beautiful oils today. So use them to encompass everything that is less serving and transport it out with my perfect digestive system. And thank you for working so well. And I will feed you more. Just let me know what you require, liver.
Right.
So with every body part, we have to do it. So that's perfect when you have a moment, you're waiting somewhere. Let it be like, especially now in traffic here in season in Naples, we are waiting longer than usual. So this is a perfect moment to talk and really remind yourself from top to bottom, it's all God's and it's all your responsibility. It's a temple you live in, and thank you for this temple. Thank you for the breath of life. Thank you for the knowledge you have already about health, and remember to implement that knowledge. So take your pen out, take your calendar out, and plan for this year when you are implementing all the knowledge you have already about health. We know that we have so much things we can be active with. We talked about the active,
and we're already doing them. So give yourself credit for the fact that you do have some vitamins, that you do have some good food, that you are making some good choices,
and and that you're owning all the devices.
That you've made some moves.
That you studied over the years. I mean, I have a nutrition degree. This is Mikey on a call has a chiropractic degree.
All of us who spent 30 years in health
have the health knowledge. We do have it. And now heal thyself.
Yes. Yeah. And so that's why if you're still in any kind of stuckedness, get on with somebody who's got more faith than you in that area and get your belief out there so that your belief you can welcome in where you are, and then you can I let it go? Will I let it go when? And exhale, and then choose to, like Sylvie said, speak to the organs, speak to your body, speak to the universe, speak to God and Jesus about bring in the name of Jesus your healing in, and he wants you well. So if you use the Andrew Womack prayer line or any other prayers line that works for you or group of people, the idea is when you have positive situation around you, and then watch. So Sylvia and I took a whole year, I'm just going to mention that we watched all of Andrew Womack's miracles, the people in the group that were listening to him, their individual health miracle journeys. Oh my goodness, and stories, and we would go on Wednesday nights with a group in a church just to hear them and to see them. They had on the television broadcast, so I know it's all recorded. But so do whatever it takes to step out of your current belief of today and expand. So saying expand yourself in your health area, expand your belief in what's possible with your own health, and then experience the healing, and then align with a faith partner who's already gotten there. So if you have somebody who's cured themselves of any kind of disease, then talk to that person. How'd you do it? What did you believe? How long did you spend in it? At what point did you release on it and just accept your health back to you? It's truly amazing that if we have a hiccup in our health, it's some stuckedness in our story. So when we're writing our new story, write about your perfect organs,
Okay,
your perfect movement.
let me just tell you the sentence starters to get your juices flowing, so you can always, like, this is a recording, go back, pause, and then write the rest of it out. So I just, for the rest of the meeting here, I wish to give you the sentence starters that you then can produce your health story for 2024. And after I did that, we can share a little bit with the people on the call here. So the next sentence starter to write is my perfect health. And again, it's just another variation of things that we said before. It just, when we start a sentence a different way, it gives you whole new ideas. So for me, my perfect health is mirrored by my active lifestyle, letting go, and I've already got it as examples. Then the next one is my ideal weight. And remember, we are always talking into the situation that we wish to have. So we're writing a number that we wish to acquire, that we feel comfortable with, that we believe in, and maybe you change it. You can always every week have a different number that you feel good and can adjust as it goes. Just, do you believe in that number? Did you have this number before? Is it the one your body feels comfortable? So ask your body again, like, is that the weight you wish to have? Because sometimes we settle into different phases in our lives where different things feel comfortable and feel good for ourselves. So maybe we need less or more sleep. Maybe we do need less or more food. Maybe we do need less or more meat, less or more alcohol. So it depends on the phase of our life. So we have to check in with our bodies really, and see if this is the belief that I wish to have. Is this the belief my body also wish to have? So my ideal weight is. Then my self-care routine consists of. So then you list everything, what you do for yourself. And we mentioned already so many things. Carissa has a whole list going. We had in the last meeting, we had 100 different options listed. Then spa treatments I like. And then I sleep around so many hours per night, and I wish to sleep this many hours per night. So really ask yourself, what is the current state of your sleep, and where do you wish to be? So write about areas in your health. And I remember, I will show you when we do our vision boards, that I have a whole section in my vision journal that I wrote about my health, and I tried to, like, really name every single part. So I had pictures of a heart, I had a picture of a lung, and so I can show you then that it's really important to really check in with every area and say, okay, so write about your sleep. And then I can improve my sleep quality by, and we had a whole meeting about sleep. It's also recorded. If you wish to have that link again, let me know. I happily send you that, that you can revisit and remind yourself of all the possibilities, how to sleep better. So we had a whole hour just about sleep because it's so important. So then my strategies to decrease perceived stress are, so we still have a little, some areas in our life where we have to let go of illusions. So, and stress is definitely an illusion that some of us still hold in whatever. It can be a stress on the body, it can be a stress on the mind, it can be a stress, and we put it on circumstances in the world. So whatever illusion that is that we still hold, how can we decrease? So it's really getting our ideas flowing for ourselves. What is my possibility to let go of those illusions? So then, for me, abundant health includes for me, abundant health includes. So, and just writing on those sentence starters will really, really improve and stretch your belief system on health. And so once you've written on it, I really encourage you.
The page numbers too.
So yeah, it's on page 54 and 55 in the My Story workbook. And once you filled in all the blanks or wrote your journal, whatever journal you're using, or blank pages, so write 2 pages and then take it to your health partner that we talked about and read it out loud to that person and let that person be the witness. Let this person hold that belief with you, for you. Have the page signs. Chrisa's signing my pages right now that I wrote. I'm signing hers because I'm holding her belief. Absolutely, I only know her healthy, and that's the belief system I'm giving her for her years to come. The idea that I have from her when I was in my 20s, I knew her in her 30s and 40s. So that's the idea that I hold in my head for her. The energy level she had back then.
Oh yeah,
even more than now. She's high energy now, but back then, oh my gosh, it was triple that. So that is still the idea that I have in my head for her, and that's I know energetically that keeps her going. She is like, yes, this is how we know each other. She knows me in my 20s, my best self. She knows me from because when I came, I had a different kind of body size, and I learned to be even more healthy later on with you. And then on the ships, I changed completely then after. So, and this is the image you hold in your head, like exactly how you see me now, and maybe with a little bit lighter blonde hair. So we are adapting still. So just saying, like, have someone who knows you from your ideal time to really hold it in your head. Have that prayer partner, have that person.
And I can remember, and I want to share this because we're recording, when Sylvie left the first time, and then we didn't see each other for 8 years. I had taken the time to write, because at that point, it was before Receive Joy got organized into this. She was gone in her late 20s. I wrote down my dream for Sylvie, and just as a joy. And I knew that I probably, whether we talked or not, the idea is I took my journal and I wrote down that she would be completely versed in health. And again, this is so great because as I created a beautiful story that I thought I could influence for her, all the dreams I had for myself also, and dreaming them for her, that she would be educated in health. And when we got back together, she had natural degrees and all these interests in health. Because when she came, she was so young that she was a college kid.
And I didn't even know that food was unhealthy, because in Germany, we didn't have GMOs. We didn't have any of those things back then. So it was like completely mind expanding for me that you cannot drink water from the tap.
Right.
Completely.
Because she lived in a beautiful village in Europe where you could. So it was beautiful to see, and such a heartfelt love for me to see that my desire to give and to share with her, and she was out and we had zero communication, and she was living out the story that I had dreamt for this young woman. It's just so beautiful. So when we can, it's great to, whoever you can write a better story for, do it. And when we say better, whatever joy that you could give. She was already going around the world having a great time, though. And then on top of all that, have the training about health and the passion for health and to take care of yourself and all that. That was just a little nugget I could add.
I started to collect like salt from all over the world, and when we got back together, she told me she did the same thing. And
collecting salt, right? The same dream, and then we shared the dream to be authors. So here she was somewhere else dreaming that dream, and I was over here, another country, dreaming that dream. And it's just amazing how you can share your prayers. We really do influence each other. Every pebble you think, that's why clearing up your thought processes and then dreaming with and for self and those around you in such a beautiful way. Though it takes getting rid of your sad stories and really watching, if you go back into sharing your sad stuff with anybody, Yeah, and the quote unquote illusion of the need to be heard. Watch yourself on that.
Yeah.
What do you really want to let people hear about you? Is
And
it a good thing?
just think about that. Like when I was growing up, I thought it's a normal thing that elderly people at starting a certain age, they have their specific topics, and it's usually around health, and it's usually around their hobby, including that health, and that includes doctor visits and all those, and they making it their story. So they're going around and telling everyone, and I thought amazing to just hear, wow, they're trying to compete who tops the other person and who got it worse.
Yeah, or more visits.
Yeah,
I have to do this doctor visit
and
on
I have
Tuesday,
to
that one.
and then I have to wait here so long, and they're so proud, and
It becomes the whole life, and the whole get together is gone around other people's doctor visits and health and all, lack of, they're the lack of. It's fantastic. So watch yourself. Zip it. That's a private matter, and keep it private between you and your medical team. Yeah, it's truly amazing.
Okay, we see, like, Mike
Good.
has to leave. We listen to your health stories in 2 weeks. Have your health story ready and your vision boards, and then we share our health vision
Great.
and our
Good
health
to know
story.
you.